Well, here we are for the last song of the day. We are doing Turn Back Time. Now, if you're like me and you haven't heard this song yet, your first thought was, this couldn't be the Cher song, could it? Showing my age a little bit. If I could turn back time. Anyway, let's see what WayV has in store. This has been a wild first 2 days. This is actually insane. I can't even tell you right here, right now. I'm being 100% honest. I don't know how I'm going to choose my little shorts video. If you're new, you probably might not have seen these yet. When I get done with the whole 1 week and we just kind of go back to being normal, don't worry, we do always end up going back and revisiting the groups as much as I possibly can. The interesting thing is, personally, is I think about how every single song that we've heard thus far could be in there. That's how much I've liked this. I don't think I could say that about any group in a long, long time, where I feel like every single song, I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to handle all of this good songs and what I'm supposed to be putting in the back intro or the back video when I do my little 1 minute short. So anyway, let's see what we have in store for us with Turn Back Time. Whoa, that's trippy.
If we could turn back time 再继续再回转与同命运微笑时空会收集自我美丽爱你往未来的路不得不在不死决心我来彻底没在 Five, four, three, two在手中留下未逝的花火，但是循环因果，那懵懂感受为常数也 I'm a beast Don't sweat it 我会击败时间 Go get it 要解照并揭开秘密时间的面目若只 Trying to see the face of vision 黎明等待更宽阔的舞台我翻新完我们小酒起来 Live it up 打破都是更多的色彩我说 no 让我回到无声的我再出头从过去重新创造为这再出发觉醒后第五章听不见 If we could turn back time 这几场再回转与同命微笑时空会收集自我美丽爱你往未来的路不得不在不死决心我来彻底没在
Yo! Little thrashy. Very good ad-lib. Okay. Very meaty on that guitar there. It's the V. Very cool. This to me was probably the closest that they've sounded to anything else NCT that we've heard. But of course, again, it's kind of done in their own way, right? And I think that this part was going to come at some point, if I'm being real. At some point, I knew that there was going to be that NCT influence that we have heard before. At some point, I'm glad that they were able to stick to their own identity. Personally, I like that. I think that it's actually very smart to kind of let them still have the DNA, but not the identity. It really works well for them, in all honesty. It really kind of lets you have that separation between the two groups. That was always my big concern because of how much there is in NCT, right? There's Wish, there's Dream, there's WayV, there's 127, there's U, there's NCT, every other subunit you want to bring up. And I find it interesting because my first initial worry was, how could anyone feel individualized within this group? I mean, I'm not going to lie. We recently did NCT 127, and for those of you who are fans, y'all know this. Yuta, he kind of was pushed to the side quite a bit. Of course, now he's been getting his own stuff more solely, but that's what was my biggest worry, is how are these members going to be able to have their moment where they can be the individual that we know they are for what their music is. I mean, 10, for example, is a perfect example. His solo music is got kind of that DNA of WayV, but it's felt so much more personal and so much more him. And that's what I was worried about. And this song, to me, was a very good balance of all of that. Because, honestly, I think that the tricky thing is you have to have that DNA. You do. And yeah, you got to have that identity, like I was saying. So how do you do that? Well, you do a song like this. And let me tell you, that is a tightrope act. And that is very impressive. And I think that there's a lot to be said for that. Whoever is writing the music should be commended, because they very well walked that line very finely and was able to get it. And, I think that that's kind of cool, because I feel like also in this too, everybody was able to feel a little bit more individualistic as well. So there is a little bit of that pull for that, that solo stuff. Very nice. No, very nice. That's very cool. Like I said, I feel like that was what I was most worried about. And here we got a very good, perfect, well balanced. So very cool. Very cool. Striking those 3 chords all at the same time, not something that easily can be done. So anyway, let me know what y'all think about this, and we will discuss this down in the comments below. Bye, Victus. We'll see you in the next video.